What's up, everybody? Welcome back to DeFi Top Signal. Here today with my boys Dracon Digital, Abs, and then Dynamo DeFi.
What's up? That was a good one. That was good.
I know how to do a YouTube intro. Come on.
There we go.
We've been practicing. We've been practicing.
Yeah.
It's good. Okay, let's go live now. You ready? I'm kidding. It's live.
All right, let's talk. What's up in the market, Drake. Meme coins. You're a meme
Dude,
coin.
I got memes on my list today. I got memes. I want to talk a little bit about Thorchain, some of the shiny objects, and then obviously we got some airdrops to claim. I'll just run those off the top. We got Pike Finance that just dropped. Let me go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see what's up. Oh, we also had Wormhole drop today, but this was Pike Finance. You guys remember last week we were talking about this one. The claims open tomorrow for this. For the S tier, the beta maxis. This was just if you did deposits. The rest of the tiers will open up next few days, whatever. They'll make announcements for it. If you guys got, or if you think you got Wormhole or whatever, there's a Wormhole airdrop checker, so you can check that out. Saga, if anyone watching this has a CryptoPunk, you actually get a claim for a CryptoPunk now, so make sure you recheck your wallet on that. And Avo also did an airdrop. Let me see. Oh yeah, I do have it open. So Avo, this is Avo over here. If you're trading on this, all you simply do is you go to Avo, and then it talks about your airdrop. You hit this claim, and you get to claim it. Make sure when you're claiming this, you're on Ethereum mainnet, because if not, you aren't going to claim nothing, and it's going to act like you got nothing. But yeah, As what you talking about today? What you got on your list?
I'm actually waiting for my my Wormhole airdrop. I'm actually pretty excited about that one.
You got a good drop?
I'm actually being also really selective with my airdrops because I know that the meta is, I know airdrop, and staking the meta to receive airdrops. But I think, I don't know. I have a feeling that it's going to come to an end fairly soon. I thought it was going to be the end of this year and it was going to be the year of airdrops. But I think, with what I've been receiving from Cosmos, I haven't been really impressed really like recently. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just that, and the tokens have all gone up, right, since I bought in and staked. But I actually made the effort this week to kind of unstaked everything in the ecosystem.
Really?
I'm kind of shifting some of my portfolio around because I want to make really, really concentrated bets. And Solana ecosystem would be one of them. I think that Base is going to be taking away market share from Arbitrum and Optimism. I think that's going to happen.
Base and Solana.
No, I'm thinking Solana will be number one in terms of like activity.
Did you see the upgrade?
Which upgrade?
Everyone saw the upgrade.
Dude, there is like the gas fees are like $0 on Base.
But yeah. Have you seen the on-chain stats right now?
I haven't seen the stats. What's the deets on them?
The stats are, let's see, I haven't checked today yet, but yesterday it was something like 39 of the top 40 coins trending on Dex Screener were on Solana.
Oh yeah, dude, Solana's the casino over there. Everyone's playing over there.
But looking at it right now, you have to go to 42. The top 41 are all Solana. 42 is AVAX.
What was the best performing chain last bull run?
What's that?
What was the best performing chain last bull run?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Can't stop, won't stop.
From bottom to top,
Can't stop, won't stop.
What's that?
Can't stop, won't stop.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's got to be BSC, right? BNB.
Yeah.
Can't stop,
and
won't stop.
Who was driving? Who was driving that chain?
Retail.
No, who was driving that chain?
I don't want to be politically.
Binance.
What?
Binance.
Oh, Binance.
Who's going to be driving Base chain?
Coinbase.
Bald.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do think
who's going to be driving Solana?
Base is going to do well. Those two ecosystems are my top two right now.
Wait, which one is it?
Base.
Yes,
yeah, Base.
same.
Base is going to be good.
Same.
And BitTensor, but that's different because it's not really a layer one. That's just AI.
I think we're linked up, man. I think I was talking to Drake earlier before we hopped on, but I was wondering about BitTensor and how to mine it, and it's very complex how to mine it, and also you apparently need to have like these high upgrade of GPUs that you need to utilize, and I don't have that GPU to utilize. Apparently, it's like above the 4000 series or the 4 series of NVIDIA.
So like, what are we talking in dollar amount? Is that something?
I actually haven't looked. It's probably a couple thousand. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably because you're doing like AI junk.
Yeah. But okay, so when we talk about BitTensor really quick, I just want to just to kind of say I'm pretty excited about that ecosystem for obvious reasons with AI. But I'm also really excited about just having the conceptual idea of these 32 subnets potentially being different projects, and they're all going to kind of like work together with machine learning, blah blah blah, validating, mining, and all that stuff. Right? There's a bunch of different. There's a huge ecosystem of these 32 subnets of all different projects. They're all going to work in unison and basically be built on top of BitTensor. That just speaks a lot of volumes with Tau. I know Tau is like 4 point something $billion, whatever it is. It's definitely a couple billion, but I see it definitely going higher, much higher. So I am pivoting a bunch of those Cosmo tokens over to Tau tokens, and probably trying to maybe increase my AIT position. But I'm probably going to look into 2 more AI tokens that already solidified their subnets, and I think that's probably a good bet. Lower, right? The lower the market cap, the better for me. But that's where my route is. I mean, it's probably a majority of it. But yeah, I'm probably going to take a part of that and partition a little bit over to base chain, because I think that Aerodrome with Coinbase Ventures picking up and supporting their own projects under the base chain. Obviously, Aerodrome is going crazy.
Dude, Aerodrome is such a good farm.
Yeah, I know. It's really good. Really regret missing that one. It's funny. Someone messaged me the other day. They're like, "Hey, like, thanks for recommending Aerodrome." And I didn't even remember recommending it. He like asked me a couple months ago.
I thought he was saying it sarcastically.
Like, no, he messaged.
Thanks, bro. You should have
months ago. Was like, "Hey, what DeFi project on base should I farm?" And I said, "I would farm Aerodrome if I had to farm something on base." Cool. And then I didn't farm any, but
yeah, dude, Aerodrome is really good. Like
better at giving advice than taking it. But yeah. What I like about BitTensor is it's got a whole ecosystem around it. So then it's like you're not just relying on the one project. You're relying on every project that builds on it. Suddenly the whole ecosystem becomes more powerful. And I just want to read this.
Like the Polkadot of AI.
It is like the Polkadot of AI, yeah. Or the Cosmos, yeah, probably more like Polkadot. It's like the Polkadot of AI. But let me read a number for you guys. Total market cap of AI-related cryptos right now is $26 billion.
You got a screen share?
It's just a CoinGecko stack.
Okay.
Total market cap of AI-related cryptos is $26 billion. Total market cap of Elon Musk inspired coins is $26.3 billion. You can't tell me that the entire AI crypto sector should be worth the same amount as Elon Musk inspired coins.
Memes are higher. I'm telling you.
Memes are higher. But
memes are high. No, memes need to go higher.
I think memes need to go higher, but I think AI crypto needs to go a lot higher.
Dude, I'm telling you this. I was talking to Abs about this. This one is going to be the future of finance right here. Crunchy cat.
Smash.
Crunchy cat. I'm telling you, Crunchy cat is going.
All right, I've faded you too many times. What chain is this on? Is this on?
This is on Solana. This is on your stomping ground. Did you guys see Stanley Cup? All right, hang on. Let me show you.
I've been using Stanley Cup as a wait. Crunchy Cat says it's down 98%.
Yes, I hear crunches. Who's crunching?
It says Crunchy Cat is down 98%. Is that the same one?
No, this is Crunchy Cat right here. You see my screen?
What's the market cap?
It's only a 1 point or 2.7 mil cap. It's not bad, but I like Crunchy Cat. And then you guys remember we were talking about Stan last week, right?
Yeah.
Stan, where's Stan? Stan. Dude, Stan is mooning. She killing it. This is my AI play.
77.
Stan. Dude, Stan is good. All right. So you understand the thesis on it though. Like, all right. Well, I already broke it in last week. We don't have to go into it again. But look for memes. The TLDRs, look for memes that don't talk about price, but ones that focus on the meme itself. That will your mind will just open up. And then you'll lose like 400 IQ points when you play the meme game. But it's a lot of fun. I love playing the memes. It's really fun, actually.
Would you consider this financial advice?
No, this is not. This is just meme advice. Like this is how you. This is how you.
I know there's other people watching. There's no financial advice here.
Yeah, guys. These remember these are like ticking time bombs. They eventually just go to zero. Like it's not if, it's when. Keep that in mind.
Drake,
right, maybe I'll get some Crunchy Cat.
Drake.
Cat.
There's a school of thought out here going.
Dude, it's such a good name. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Abs.
I was saying that there's a school of thought that's basically saying that on March the 20th, it's World Frog Day. So, and it's
Frog
March the
Day.
20th every single year. So think about the frog memes and Pepe and all that.
But you know 420 is coming around, right?
Well, I'm talking, yeah, but I'm talking about
Dude,
March,
Pepe
right?
moon. I
Talking
can't
about
even find
6 more
Pepe.
days. We
Yeah,
saw
dude.
some positive price action for International Women's Day. Like ladies went up.
Dude, this
Okay.
is nuts. What happened with ladies?
So I'm just saying that there's a correlation with different days of I don't know, just like AI coins, the AI conference is coming up. Ladies pumped during the International Women's Day. Potentially March the 20th.
sorry.
Potentially the frog meme coins are going to go off on March the 20th.
So what kind? Like you're thinking Pepe?
Yeah.
Dude, all right, we're on memes. You guys brought us on this topic, so we got to talk about it. This is Bob. I think this guy is ready to break out. This is a 50 mil cap. Do you guys remember
Sharing
Bob?
your cat.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
my
a
bad.
video of Monkey Cat Luna on the
All right,
screen.
my
I'm buying Crunchy Cat. I got my ledger out.
Crunchy cat. Don't do a lot, man. Only do like $20 type of thing. Like it's just for fun. We're supporting the cat right
And I put
now.
in 10 Sol.
Whoa, what? Not that much.
Yeah, well, you
Don't
said
do
it was
that.
financial advice. Though.
No, it's coffee money. Like you skip a coffee and you buy a cat.
No, I'm
We're
joking.
supporting the
I'm not
Crunch
putting in
Cat.
that much. Don't worry. I'm
Yeah, don't do that.
putting in a tiny amount. Anyone watching, do not put in 10 Sol.
Yeah,
Tiny
don't
amounts.
do that, guys. Like seriously, don't.
Wait, is there a tax on this?
Probably.
Oh no, there's not. Okay. No.
Oh no. Yeah. There's no taxes on the coin,
tax,
but like
okay.
other than that, yeah. This is Bob. I think Bob is ready to break out. Like I think we do like a little retrace. I don't know if you guys remember Bob, but this was the little bot that Elon interacted with, and it caused it to send here. This is basically like Pepe's friend. You also have this guy, which is Normie. Now, the reason why I like these memes, Bob is obviously he like fits his own meme. It's like a little bot thing, but Normie is on base, and the whole meme on it is basically like Pepe the Frog, and it's for normies. Like that's what base chain is. Base chain is basically DeFi for normies. So, you know, when you're on your Coinbase app and you're like, whoa, how do I get into all this stuff? And then Base is like, come over here and interact with this contract and earn $5 in like whatever, just for doing some dumb tasks. You've seen those quests, right? In Coinbase wallet.
Yeah.
It's free money if you haven't been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just get a Coinbase wallet. You can earn like $50 in free crypto. I think you were trying to do that challenge, Patrick, but you'll need like $5 to start it, but you can win free crypto. But this is basically the whole thesis on this is like, it's normie. I wouldn't say to buy it now. Like it's way too high. Like this thing is at a 40 mil cap. We were looking at this like 4 or 5. But the thesis on it is like, it's Bob, it's Pepe, it's the frog. Normies look at it. They buy this. So I think a lot of the things that you need to look at with these memes is make a list and then wait till they nuke and then they'll come back. Like here, let me show you Bob, for example. The reason why I bring Bob up is because the best time to buy it is after this one crashed. Look for the good memes that are solid teams and solid founders. Like you don't have to ape into these things when they first launch. Like you can go with the momentum, but eventually they're going to ride to zero. You still look if they're still engaging and dropping out tweets and dropping bombs or bangers, as we like to call them. And those are the guys you want to stick with. And that's when you buy them. Like Stan, this with all the good memes, this happens to every single one of them. They all have that really huge gigasyn, and then they have a massive consolidation period. This is when you buy it. You don't buy it here. I mean, it would be great to buy it here, but the risk to reward is so much better buying it here, because you don't know if it's a rug or it's going to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you look at the Pepe chart, the same junk applies for this. So be careful when you're aping into these new memes. Like 99% of the time, the devs are just simply going to rug. But like, look, Pepe, it mooned up to, what is that, 5036? Your entry would have been right here. Like your entry would have been gangbusters right here. Entering right here, like, I mean, bro, you threw in it, no matter how high the market cap was on Pepe at the time. I think it was like 200 mil, and you threw in, let's call it $500 there. You would still be up. What is that?
20x.
Yeah, a 20x or no, 25x. No, yeah, 20x. You're right. A 20x right there.
2021.
So I mean, like, and it's a better risk to reward because Pepe's not rugging. Or I mean, if it does, like, why haven't they rugged now? It's been 8 months. So it's just a better risk to reward. So if you don't make that initial entry, like you see everyone talking about, like here's one, for example. I mean, this one I'm salty because I didn't get in. I saw it at 5 cents and I was like, I'm going to buy this when it gets to 2 cents, and it ended up mooning to 20 cents. And I mean, the reason why I kind of waited is this is a new coin. It's Bowden. Like, I don't know if it's going to do something. Well, I do. I have pretty high conviction that politics and this type of meme are going to be a really viral search and a viral trend. And that's what you're picking with memes. Like if something is really viral and something that people search and look for, or a topic that's commonly talked about, that's what you want to look for in these memes. That's why I think Bowden is going to be a good meme. Me personally, at this level, at 130, I'm looking at this like I'd rather wait. Sure, it could send to a Billy from here, but I would rather wait for that retrace. Like, let me see if Whiff actually had a retrace, but that's wrong.
I mean, can we talk about what happened with Whiff?
Yeah, go for it.
No, I mean there was a fundraiser about putting the Whiff meme
or something like that
up on the Sphere in Vegas.
They made it. Yeah, so see, like Whiff, for example, it had a little consolidation period. Whiff is a little bit different because it came around before the memes were actually popular. Like memes didn't start to pick up till like mid-January, maybe, or probably late January, mid-February. That's when memes started popping off and picking up. But you could have gotten like a really good entry, like right here. Like someone shared Whiff to me when it was 4 cents. And I was just watching. I was like, whatever. And I didn't see it till it was like 8 cents. And I was like, okay, this is garbage. I'm not touching it right now. Because I wasn't into memes. I was like, memes are dumb. I mean, not dumb, but like I wasn't deep into them. And it ended up doing well. And then I was like, oh, it came down. I knew it. I was right. That was the time to buy, like around this area. And then obviously looking back, if I simply just threw $100 at it, I mean, dude, it's like, bro. But like, there's a reason why the crypto OGs, they start with altcoins with good fundamentals, and then they go to like, well, first they start with Bitcoin and ETH, then they go to altcoins and crypto projects with really good fundamentals, then they go to like DeFi and then Ponzi's, and then they go into memes. There's a reason why they stay at memes. It's just, one, it's more fun. Two, the risk to reward is so much better. Like in DeFi, if you're simply just like lending and borrowing tokens to earn like a 20, 30% yield, whatever, you're putting all your funds at risk for a 20 to 30% yield. How do I know? Because I've had several different protocols take my funds. Like Rug, Abs, you had one that did it to you. You lost all your money. And well, not all your money, but you know what I mean? Like all the money deposits. Like me, Scream Finance, I lost 6 figures. I had a deposit in there. I lost my ETH. I was like, bro, because multi-chain hack, I had my funds stuck and I was roasted. It's just like
this past year with the FTX. No, FTX, sorry.
This is like 2 years ago. I had my whole stack of ETH in there and I was just playing around.
That was a bad one.
Dude, it was rough. Like it was big. It took a big dent on me. I made a full video on it of like all my losses. I think it totaled like 7 figures. But
dude, that's actually pretty admirable of you, man. To be honest with you, like no one does that. No one does that.
I wouldn't say it's admirable. It's like, bro,
no,
don't do what I did.
People learn from you, though. People learn from you. It's a huge takeaway that you put everything on the table. You're fully transparent. You know, it's really cool.
I hope others.
How does that work with taxes?
I lost everything. But I mean, it obviously it depends when it is bought and sold. So you can actually get. I'm not an accountant, but you can actually get creative with it. I'm going to make a video on this explaining how this works. But when you lend out tokens and you don't sell them and you borrow against them, it's a non-taxable event.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So at that, like when people are trading out ETH and Bitcoin for like other stuff, that's a taxable event. You got to be careful with that. So that's why I always say like hodl your Bitcoin and ETH And if you want to be more capital efficient with it, what I say to do is get a safe leverage position. I don't recommend leverage trading, but I do recommend like a leverage strategy. So keeping your money in crypto is really risky, especially when you're doing like stable coins, because the best a stable coin is going to do is stay at peg. The worst is it goes to zero, which I'm not about that risk. So at any time when I'm borrowing, I borrow against like Bitcoin and ETH as collateral, preferably ETH, and I borrow stable coins. If stable coins depeg, I get to pay off my debt for much cheaper. But I do it at a safe leverage position. Like I don't go all out and be like a 1% health factor and where I get absolutely roasted. Instead, it's more like, okay, I'm going to get it to where my liquidation level is like 2K ETH. Now, if it starts approaching those levels, I have cash in the bank that I can bring into crypto and then repay my loan instead of having to sell off my ETH. So I still have exposure to my Bitcoin and ETH assets, and I still have the stable coins to play with in the market, and I still have my money in the bank earning me a yield. And if worse comes to worse and crypto just absolutely like all nuts and ham goes loose, I have money in the bank. And then if the bank goes roasted, and there's other physical assets, but yeah, that's how I play it at least. But yeah, sorry to go on a tangent.
No, that's cool. That's helpful to hear. Really, really important. Like, one thing I regret from the bear market, I mean, I know that's probably not what people want to hear about right now, but is my cash flow was so dependent on crypto because that was the only thing I was working on. Is that, it's so much better if you just have some sort of external cash flow that's not dependent on the market, because then you can actually put in money when stuff is really far down and you have that backstop where, like, okay, all your crypto is down, but you have this other money that has nothing to do with crypto that you can put into it.
So true.
Sol is going nuts, huh?
Is it really?
180.
Bro, 180?
It's almost at 180. Okay. This is probably a top signal. I'm feeling like that all-time high is looking pretty attainable.
That's not top. I thought you were gonna say something like can't stop, won't stop, Solana stop, or something goofy.
No, I think that all-time high is looking pretty attainable. I mean, look at the amount of things. Look at the activity on it now compared to 2021 when it had the all-time high. Granted, the issuance is up, so it actually is at an all-time high in terms of market cap.
Is it?
Yeah, it is actually at an all-time high in terms of market cap.
How does the RSI look? What is this? Volume? Where's RSI? One of these signals.
Where we're going, we don't need RSI.
Oh boy, that's top signal. That's top signal. I don't even know where the.
Let's see how many top signals we can hit.
Abs, help me out. Why can't I find RSI?
You got to use something real, man. You got to use the big boy chart.
Here it is. Technical indicator. Yeah, I usually use on the phone app. You can see RSI. I don't trade on Binance. I can't. They roast.
Yeah, you want to look at my screen?
Yeah, share your screen.
Yada 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 yada. Let's do entire screen. Might as well.
Wow, I got a big face. Let's see. Boom. There we go.
You guys see my screen?
What just happened? Let's do this right. All right, we got you. You're in.
Yeah, long-term chart. This is what's happening here. I've had this in here for the longest time. Okay. This is the previous resistance. It broke above it.
200 is the number. Next
level. No, I think it's going to come up here a little bit, break down. It's going to retest this 155 area again. So if that's the case, pick up more, and then it's going to head off to try to hit that new all-time high. But
yeah, take a look at Rune.
Everything that's going on right now is completely bullish. There's nothing weak about this. Nothing.
Look at Rune. Rune's my favorite, man. I love Rune.
Let's go Binance. Oh yeah, I had this in for a long time. There we go.
Ooh, that's not a good rejection.
This?
Oh, that's a weekly chart. Never mind.
Yeah, I usually look at long term. I don't like to look at the noise. I like a clear picture. This is something right here. That's actually a resistance just bounced off of. But otherwise, I mean, any type of pullback that's going to happen here. Whoa, weekly. Look at that money flow. Look at that money flow. It's about to be positive, man. After maybe 2 more weeks, it's going to definitely push above this.
I'm bullish on Rune. Look at the RSI below it.
Volume has been crazy strong, and like
Have you
Thorchain.
guys seen the stats on ThorSwap?
Yeah, the volume's been crazy.
Dude, it's
All-time
nuts.
high last week.
Yeah, you got ThorSwap and the Rune or the Thor token. Like, I think those are so underrated right now. The Thor token is stinking like 45 cents. It's like a 30 mil cap. It's maybe like a 50 mil cap. The FDV might be like 100 mil. But compare that to Uniswap, it's actually driving revenue. I think it has, well, it doesn't have more volume than Uniswap, but it has a good amount of volume. It drives a ton. It's mainly because of those streaming swaps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's doing about as much volume as Curve right now, past 24 hours.
Yeah, Rune's a bull market coin. You also got Cacao, but Cacao isn't.
If
You
this
can't get that.
if this
really
is coming
easy.
back down because everything's completely oversold. Sorry, overbought. It can probably come back down to like the $8 and $9 range.
Yeah, probably. It was
Math.
doing really well the other day. It went to like 1150 or 1140.
Yeah.
Screaming, man. It zoomed up. Like when it pops, dude. It went from like $5 to like, no, it was like 550 to like 11 something. It was nuts. And that was, I remember that. That's what it did last bull run. Like it just continues to run when it runs. So like if you get entries, like, yeah. Whiff, on the other hand, just that thing don't stop.
And no entries. You guys ever think that our lives would be easier if instead of doing these streams and everything, we just bought all the coins we talked about and then just didn't think about crypto at all? Otherwise,
Think of how boring that would be, right? We bought some stuff and we would hold it for like a year.
Dude, Crunchy Cat. Come on.
Although Drake does own around 1,000 different types
Dude,
of projects.
I own a lot of coins. I really do.
dude.
Like, but like, okay, so, this is like, I only watch, if I do even watch them, I probably watch like 17 coins, maybe 18 coins. The rest of them is so like 85 to 90% of the portfolio is in just a couple of coins. The rest are just at memes. I'm telling you, it works. So do you guys remember that other coin? Here, let me share my screen.
Well, it's like, what's that guy on Twitter? Fan of his, Crypto Yield Info. I don't know if it's actually his portfolio, but I think I remember him saying he like never sells. He just buys different DeFi projects and earns yield. So he's got like huge number of DeFi projects that he has positions in that are generating yield.
I mean, dude, yeah. Again, you also take on that risk of the what is it? Exploits and whatnot. But that's why I say you borrow against it. That way, worst case scenario, if it does happen, you don't lose all your money, but you're still obtaining that yield. Because like some of these protocols, they still pay you to borrow. So it's pretty safety.
You know, my concern with yield is like income tax versus capital gains. And I'm not an accountant, so you know, just my best understanding is like income tax versus capital gains. So if I'm earning a lot of yield and like I blow it in the market, then like you're screwed because you still have to pay taxes on it.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas if you like make money on a meme coin and then you buy another meme coin and ride it down, like, you know, offsets.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I'm trying to pull this up for one of the memes so I can show you guys an example of why this is valuable. So here, let me share my screen on Boop. So this happened to me a few days ago. No, this was like a week ago. I bought Boop. I threw $100 at it, and I sold some at $300, and I still have like $5,000 in it. I threw $100 at it. So like here, wait, let's load. Okay, so I bought 78 million Boop tokens, and you multiply by this price, it's like $4,000 at current prices. Like you just can't calculate those returns. You just can't. Like, I mean, sure, it's $100. Like I never would have seen it, but then I saw my wallet and I'm like, what the snap is going on? Where's this from? And you sell some. Like,
wow. Okay. All right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Feel the strategy.
Boop for all I know, it's probably going to go to zero. I don't care. Like I did a 3x on it. You can see here. Like I'm cash out. Like at this point, it's just like maybe it'll do something, maybe it won't. But that's the thesis I have on it is like I have the core portfolio in like some strong, solid holdings, like 90%, 85 to 90%. And then the rest are just allocated to different meme coins. All I need is one or two of them to hit. And the reason why I'm onto this thesis, like this is what I'm looking at, is because I stinking faded whiff. All I had to do was throw a little bit at it, and I would be okay. Like obviously, I'm okay without it, but I'm just saying, like, just mentally thinking about it, it's like,
Can you pull up whiff again? I want to see that chart.
yeah.
Yeah, no, your strategy makes sense. I feel that makes sense. Yeah, no, I definitely. Also, there's like it's one of those things where there were so many times where it could have bought, but it was like mentally it's tough to buy when you didn't buy lower. But in retrospect, just like
So it's a 3 billion market cap. That's just insane.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, look at Boop. If you take a look at Boop, it's so dumb, but it's a funny meme. Like, I love this dog. This dog is amazing. It's a 5.3 cap, 5.3 mil. So, like, just looking at it on those terms, it's like, okay, a dog with a hat, literally a dog with hat, $4 billion.
Anything can happen.
It makes zero sense whatsoever, but that's the whole power of memes. Or here, like Elon hits on it, like clearly, or like Stan, cup. But there's only 1 billion cups and there's 7 billion people. Don't forget that.
Yeah, again, Brett, right? Hit Brett to the left here.
Oh, I like Brett. How'd you know? Yeah, my screen. Brett. Brett's like Pepe on base. Brett.
Yeah, but is it better than Bald? Because I know Bald was a big one.
Rug.
It rugged?
Yeah, Bald's a rug. I don't know if someone picked it up though, but it's a rug.
Oh.
But like, you got to be careful. Like here, I know you guys remember this one. Every influencer was shilling this garbage. Puff. You remember this?
Yeah.
Why isn't it doing well?
It was an airdrop for free.
No. Well, yeah, it an airdrop for free, but why isn't it doing well? There's influencers that got in on this for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
And the people that is like, puff, puff, puff is so cool. Is those people feeding you down your throat and just like, buy this coin because I have a huge allocation. I'm going to dump on your face when you buy it. If you ever hear a stinking YouTuber talk about a coin, like this is the best thing in the world, don't buy it.
You are a YouTuber.
I am a YouTuber. I am, but I don't like if I like I don't do pre-sales. So like, well,
No,
if I do,
you know the worst thing, is when you know, where you could call us influencers, I guess.
Yeah, but like
the worst thing is when you talk about something because you actually think it's interesting, and other people are talking about it because they got in a pre-sale, and then people are like, "Oh, you're shilling your pre-sale." When you're also one of the idiots buying it at the top.
That's my point exactly though. There is a difference. Like you can be a YouTuber that talks about a coin that anyone can get at any given time, but if you're talking about a coin that is not even out yet, why are you talking about it? Is someone paying you to talk about that coin? Probably. And they're probably getting pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
And they're cramming it down your throat.
It's tough, right? It's way easier to make money that way. Way easier.
There is. Well, there is, but like if people just do it, they scam. Like SAVM was one, Puff was one. Like there's going to be tons of them that come out. Like I'm okay. If you are a YouTuber and you're getting a pre-sale, by all means, go for it. Use your power to do so. Like people will approach you. I can confirm they do approach you. I know Patrick, you can confirm the same. They'll say, "Hey, can you shill this coin and I'll give it to you cheap?" You can do the pre-sale, just don't shill it. Simple.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, there's way difference between actually just buying something early versus buying it early to like pump the price.
Yeah,
like I just did a pre-sale the other day, but it was, I mean, this one I don't have the ability to pump the market cap, but
well, I mean, I've watched your channel, dude. You don't talk about that stuff.
Yeah,
you know who they are. Like, yeah. You're one of the good ones. Like you don't talk about the pre-sale stuff. I made a tweet on you. I was like, Dynamo is one of the good ones who didn't get corrupted.
Yeah, I remember that. I appreciated that.
Well, no, keep out the comment or content. That's all I can say, man.
Anyways, besides meme coins.
Yeah, let's get off memes. I've been on memes way too long.
What else? Solana, the picks and shovels of memes is Solana. 181. It's now at 181.
Dude, don't jinx it. Chill.
Okay, I'm chill. I mean, it's
all right. Let's talk about something extremely exciting about Solana, and that's Jupiter. Jupiter's about to hit $1.
Dude, chill. I'm kidding. Yeah, Jupiter's pretty cool. It's a good airdrop coin. Are you staking some Jupe?
No.
All right, so you can stake and vote on proposals. I think it's like a 30-day period. Keep that in mind. But you can stake it, and you can actually you can hedge that.
I
bet.
think it's pretty good.
JLP is good, dude. But I messed up. I borrowed Jito, and I sold that for JLP, and Jito mooned. JTO. I should have borrowed Stables. Like I only did that because Jito at the time it was like 0.5% to borrow, and Stables were like 30%.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I'm not about this.
I wouldn't like pair trade that kind of thing.
It was dumb. I'm down bad. I was trying to be smart, like what is that? Right curve it, and then just be like, yeah, I'm gonna hedge my positions because I'm so smart. Roasted, absolutely roasted.
I mean, DeFi is doing good, but the market cap is still pretty low on some of these things. I guess the market cap is probably fair compared to the market cap of Sol.
Dude, DeFi TVL is just screaming. What chains are good right now? I know. Oh, dude, I'm not gonna talk about it. It's too small. It's like sub 500K, but there is like a JLP on Sui. There is like
interesting. Okay,
dude,
send me that.
So good. Like you can't shill it to anyone though. Okay,
I won't. I'll just post it on Twitter.
Dude, I'm not gonna share it with you then.
I'm not gonna post it on Twitter. I'm not gonna post it anywhere. Send it to me.
I'll give you.
Does it have Does it have token rewards like GMX does?
No, it doesn't. But you get 100% of the trading fees. I just sent it in here. But seriously, like keep it on the DL. It's really good.
No, I see this one. Nice.
Yeah. They don't have a token, so potentially can be farmed and like farm for a token. You can like trade like Coinbase stock and other stocks, and it earns like 300% APR. The funding rates are ridiculous on it. It's like 0.3% per day for anyone who's going long. And 100% of those fees go to the LP.
Wow.
Dude, it's so nice. It's printing. But yeah.
All right, maybe I'll throw some in there. One other one, Blast. Blast is up 102% in TVL.
You like Blast?
I've never used Blast. Do you like Blast?
I heard it's like full of rugs. I went over there.
Yeah, that was my
supposed to get this
too.
airdrop, but I didn't get the pack airdrop. Pack Moon. It wasn't Pack Finance. It was Pack Moon.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass this one.
Dude, I'm salty on it. Like stinking gas fees to claim my tokens on Blast was like $50. I was like,
you know what else is up?
This?
You know what else is up 55% and 100% past 30 days? 108% past 30 days.
Phantom.
Well, there maybe in price, but in terms of TVL,
what you got?
Telegram.
Oh yeah, dude. There's a play on Ton. It's called
Raffles?
No, it's a dog. It's a meme. It's called Retro Dog or something. It's really
there's a play. It's called Raffles.
Redo. It's called Redo.
Dude, there's also lending DEX protocols.
No, that's a scam. Don't mess with that. Redo. Resistance Dog. Okay. So it's down today. It's down 28%, but overall it's up like 200. So it's not bad.
Now it's a shame the Ton market cap is already so high, or Ton. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. It's a shame it's so high because I actually think it could end up getting pretty large because Telegram just announced that they're going to start sharing ad revenue with channels.
You guys are farming the airdrop, right?
What's that?
You guys are farming the Ton airdrop, right? For Notcoin.
Talk about that in a second. But they're going to start sharing ad revenue, and it's going to be paid out on Ton.
Oh, that's cool.
So, like, that's going to be a lot of people who are just basically forced to use the network for payments.
That would be interesting.
But what airdrop?
Not coin. I just sent it to you guys in the chat. It's not coin. I have it on my airdrop spreadsheet. It's a free spreadsheet. Everyone has access to it. But yeah, I just sent it to you in the chat. It's just not coin. All you do is you tap on Telegram like as many times as you can, and then you just get free tokens. Oh, I could just pull it up on my screen. What am I doing? Turn this tab. Let's see. This is what it is. It's just not
start, earn more.
This right here. Yeah, it's via Telegram. Like you literally just tap and you get free coins. It's like the dumbest thing ever.
English.
But it's okay.
Oh, you got
it on coins. Don't worry. Look at his glasses.
Crunchy cat.
All right, let's go.
Okay, I'll check this out.
Yeah,
I mean, that's got to be like not worth very much. Even grass, like I've been farming grass, and now you can trade the points. And I realize like it's like you're not making very much money on grass.
No,
like,
you aren't making nothing on grass.
Like I'm getting like 30,000 points a day because I referred to many people, and it's like
Doesn't it come out to be like
less than $10.
a penny a point? Is that what's going on?
No,
right
it's a 3% of a penny a point.
Okay, all right, so it went down.
Yeah. Last I checked, it was 3. Maybe it'll go back up. Last I checked, it was 3% of a penny a point. So I did the math, and I was like, okay, like I've referred, close to 200 people, and I'm getting like less than $10 a day. I can't even imagine it's worth it for almost anyone.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's not worth it. That doesn't.
Jupiter's at $1 too.
But I mean, there's only 51 mil market cap over there. Like, if that not coin ends up taking off, like Ton's got money, dude. They're thinking about going public. Like, think about that. They're going public. Reddit already went public. My play on Reddit was Donut. I wouldn't recommend buying this now, though. It's like way up. This is like one of those coins you had to buy like months ago when it was like roasted.
What if there was hear me out. What if there was a DeFi like bull market literally on Telegram? Like all the apps in this ecosystem were existing. I mean, I remember the Telegram bot cycle, but what if there was literally like all these things we do on other chains, but it was all happening within the Telegram app?
That would be, I mean, I could see it. I could definitely see something.
Dude, that would be a huge upgrade with their app at this point.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been thinking about building a Telegram channel. Should we do the DeFi Top Signal Telegram channel?
Yeah, dude, we could do that. I don't want to host it though. Last time I did it, last bull run, or I didn't even know it was a bull run last time. I was just there, and it got to like 2,000 people. I couldn't do it, man. Like, I was just messaging back and forth. People were like, "How do you LP? How do you do this?" And I'm like, "Oh snap!" Like it was to the point to where like some of I would just have to do like voice chats, and I was just like, I would just get on a treadmill and just bust out questions.
Sure, we could do that. I'm thinking a channel though, like one to many.
Yeah,
we can talk about it off stream.
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea. We can all kind of just like, just be in the channel and just we'll be mods. We'll all be mods. Who's gonna be the owner? The community. That'll be cool. That's a good idea.
I think that'd be
the community to jump in. I like that. Abs, I think you wanted you said AI, and there was one other topic that you wanted.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a heads up with AVAX Gaming. There's a bunch of games that are going to come out. I know I'm not a fan of the AVAX ecosystem. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was just a bad salty taste in my mouth from the last bull cycle, but AVAX Gaming, and I'm just reading a tweet right now because I actually agree with it. But yeah, there's a bunch of games that are just come up with tons of updates. Beam has onboarded 25 plus games. Shrapnel has been pushing 10,000 players per STX event. Gunzilla games off the grid going live very soon. Blitz subnet is massive update coming soon. DeFi Kingdoms is shipping monthly updates. 5+ gaming related subnets are still yet to deploy. There's a bunch of things happening. So there could be like a big boom, but in terms of the token itself for AVAX, I don't know because it's so cheap. My question to you guys is that with all of these subnets, and they could have countless, right? How does that affect the AVAX token price?
You need it to run the nodes for your own chain.
But in terms of since the gas is so cheap, that's not the way to have the
no. You lock up you need the AVAX token. You have to use. You have to hold.
You need a certain amount for each validator.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious. I haven't looked in that, but how much do you need?
I think it's 5,000 or 25,000.
It's 2,000 normally with GoGo something, GoGo Plus. I think GoGo something. You can do it with fewer, but yeah, it's like 1,000.
That's not that much.
Well, it's $55,000.
Yeah, from a gaming perspective, that's not really that much though. Because if you look
Yeah.
at subnet for BitTensor, it's like I heard it's like upwards of like $3 million.
Well, I mean, they're probably like, how many video games can you play
Yeah.
on PS2?
But the other thing, consider this: a lot of them, they're also, so that's to run your own validator. Some of them, they're also incentivizing other validators to run their subnet by giving them tokens.
Mm.
And then you have the fact they've got Avalanche Warp messaging out now, which is cross-chain messaging. So the fact that you have activity going on one subnet, those tokens and everything, you can easily interface with DeFi applications on other subnets. And and then there's also the narrative aspect, right? Like how much does it affect the ETH value that you have transactions on ZK Sync era? Maybe not at all.
Yeah, rumor is you're gonna buy all your AVAX game here on Radio Shack on Avalanche.
Radio Shack is yeah, they did launch on Avalanche, right?
No, this is a joke. Oh, is this actually Radio Shack?
Yeah, Ty Lopez actually bought Radio Shack.
No
and
way! I thought this was a meme.
no, Ty Lopez really bought Radio Shack and turned it into like a crypto company. This is the actual Radio Shack,
bro. So like, this is actual Radio Shack.
That is the real Radio Shack. Yeah.
What do they do?
Like a meme named Radio Shack. That is actually Radio Shack.
So on the team, it's gonna be like Ty Lopez.
I don't know if he still owns it, but he at one point owned Radio Shack.
70 plus countries around the. Okay, I remember shopping at Radio Shack, dude. Like that was the place. Like I don't even know what they aren't open anymore, but I can't even remember. It was Radio Shack and Blockbuster, dude. Oh, and GameStop. GameStop was cool, but that was fun.
Dude, right. Low-key, Ty Lopez, like, insane story. He owns Radio Shack. He owns he bought Radio Shack. He bought a few of these like old retail businesses now. Basically, turned his YouTube revenue into. I guess he probably did other stuff with e-commerce and those kinds of things, but he turned all his revenue from these internet businesses into owning Radio Shack.
Smart way to do it, man. Fake it till you make it. I think that's what he was selling. Like he was selling.
Oh, he sold it. He sold Radio Shack, so I was wrong.
Oh, he ended up selling it?
Yeah, he ended up selling it.
Yeah, the thing was going to get roasted. I don't know how you recover that, but maybe you just throw .crypto on the top of it. But yeah, dude, this is Thorchain. The volumes are just nuts. Like, and the Thor staking yield is actually really good. Where's the yield? Yeah, here it is.
All right, Drake, if you had to be looking at one DeFi ecosystem right now, what would it be?
Man, it's got to be Base or Solana because all the airdrops. But I like so many others. Like,
how about besides Base and Solana?
Okay.
We all agree those are our top two.
Okay, so Phantom is cool, but I don't think they're going to have more future airdrops. I think that would just be speculating on the token. I would say Sui. Sui's prime for a bunch of airdrops. Starknet is also cool, but they already had like I don't think it's not gonna have its like Solana moment. Starknet is more like just a clone. Like you already had your massive Stark token airdrop, just farm over there. I think Sui is going to be the next Solana moment. Like I think it's going to have its Solana moment this bull run.
Solana might be the next Solana moment.
Solana is going to have its ETH moment this bull run.
Yeah, no, I actually agree with that. I was just sort of memeing. I think Solana is following the path of ETH from 2021.
I mean, if you
184.
I mean, it's 184.
Yeah.
How's my crunch cat doing? Yes, it's up.
Wait, Sui has half a billy in their ecosystem,
dude. And most of this is just like from institutions. Retail hasn't even onboarded. The onboarding process is awful. The only way to bridge over is you have to go through Solana and then you go to Sui, or I guess you can go from Ethereum over there, but like retail can't get over there. You got to go from like isn't
it on Coinbase or not?
Well, you could buy the Sui token, but I'm talking about like bridging over stables. Like, oh, let's go over to Optimism and see what they're doing over there. You just use the bridge from Base to Optimism or whatever. Like Sui, the onboarding experience is awful. Like it is really awful. But I mean, I'm fine with paying like a couple bips. Actually, it's like 4% in slippage. Just
You
like
can't go from Coinbase to Sui. I thought you
well,
could.
I'm doing it on purpose. Well, you can go to Coinbase and then buy Sui on Coinbase and pay like 0.5% for the fees. Like you can't even go on Mexi and buy Sui. They only do perps on it. And you can't use KuCoin because US of A. But like, yeah, it's garbage. So you either pay like bung ho fees on Coinbase to buy Sui, or you use the bridges and also pay like bung ho fees, and you potentially get an airdrop. So I was using Mayan Finance and D-Bridge to get over onto Solana, and then I'm using Wormhole stinking already gave their airdrop. I was like, chill on that, bro. I'm slowly bridging. Give me some time.
Waiting for D-Bridge to do points. They've been saying points are coming for a while. Retroactive.
Points. Yeah, I'm done with points, man.
Same. I'm done too.
Pike Finance did it right. They said, yeah, we do airdrop. You do this, and you get tokenized points. You don't want your points, you sell them. It's pretty smart.
I don't mind points, but I do think some of these projects are kind of dragging it out now. I had a tweet today. I said, I actually do feel sympathy for teams that are just like trying to build an app and then they're getting like when airdrop from people all the time. And their teams are kind of like, hey, we never asked you to.
I got no sympathy.
No. Wait.
These guys are printing billions, millions.
No, but I do have sympathy if they didn't sort of tell people they were going to do an airdrop, right? If they just like built an app, people are using it, and then people are like, when airdrop.
All right, Pat. Let me do this. I'm gonna cut you a check for $20 million, and then we'll just call it a day. And then if I just say when airdrop, just be happy. Like I'm paying you 20 milli to hear me, or for you to be acceptable, or for it to be acceptable to you to hear from me just saying every day, when airdrop, Patrick.
Hold on a sec though. But the thing is, for some things, like for example, if you just use a perpdex to trade, right?
That's true.
Then like if you use Binance to trade, you wouldn't be like, oh, when's my Binance airdrop? It's like, oh, you're using they're built a product, you're using it. There's some teams that are just trying to build products, right? And they might do an airdrop, they might not.
That's true.
But it's a totally different story if they did points. And like some of these teams, I'm not going to name names, but there was one team that was like, oh, like, we're having trouble figuring out the legal implication of. It's like, well, then what? Like, you should have thought about that before
Camino?
you launched a points program. Like you kind of lose any case of like, oh, we never said we were going to do an airdrop once you do a points program.
Yeah, I like Base's approach the best. Just like, bro, we're not doing an airdrop. Leave us alone. And then like 2-3 months from now, they're going to be like, all right, guys, we're dropping you guys some tokens. Enjoy.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Like, I mean, they are really good about it too. They're like, no airdrop. Like they're almost like, it's almost pretty convincing, but it's like, they're going to do an airdrop, guys. I'm telling you.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm like top 1% on base.
Dude, I'm telling you, they're going to do an airdrop. I'm telling you.
I hope so. I don't know. Some people I know who are more in the know than me who think that it's not going to happen.
Dude, it's going to happen. Like, just think about it.
When do you think this is going to happen?
I don't. I'd say at least this bull run. I would say within this year. It would have to be something within this year. I mean, unless the bull run extends, maybe it could be towards the end of this year, beginning of next. But I mean, just think about it. Why would you not do an airdrop?
Well, they already have a stock.
Yeah, dude. So
let's dilute them. Like, what better way?
I mean, the only reason they would want to do an airdrop would be if they wanted to decentralize the chain, which maybe they do. But
I mean, think about it.
Maybe they don't.
Well, they would have to actually do a lot of. They would have to jump through loops and holes because they're a public company.
Think about this. Think about all the crypto companies. They all have a token. The only reason why Binance didn't airdrop is because they already had BNB. The reason why KuCoin didn't airdrop is because they have KCS. The reason why Crypto.com didn't airdrop is because they have CRO. Coinbase does not have a token. They have a stock. But they don't have a token. So think of it like this. You literally drive people to your chain. You have a useless governance token that you use and you prop it up to incentivize people to use your chain. So you drive revenue. And now your stock goes bonkers because you're like, yeah, we're driving so much revenue. People are just trading like nuts and ham.
But there's still the legal issues in those other companies you mentioned.
Governance token.
Those other companies you mentioned are not publicly traded companies in the US.
They're running some of the nodes on Base. They have nothing to do with the chain. They're just running some nodes. That's like saying Bitcoin miners are illegal.
But they do have something to do with the chain. And
But
no one's
they
gonna
do what?
and no one's gonna believe that they don't.
Well, think about it. Look, they don't hold. So the thing that's getting the revenue, like a portion of the revenue, is the governance token. Like that is the thing that controls and determines where the revenue goes. They're just simply mining and playing the game that was created. And they're just running the nodes and validating transactions, getting the fees and revenue.
Okay, but if I think you would accept that Coinbase is giving a lot of support to Base Chain. They're making it so you can buy tokens from Coinbase on chain. They've sort of pushed it through the Coinbase wallet. I get their push notifications all the time. They had people everywhere at ETH Denver talking about it. They've clearly put a lot of money into marketing it. They built it. Even if they then launch a token, I mean, I'm not a legal expert, but sort of just thinking, sort of trying to think about whether they'll do an airdrop. Couldn't you see an argument where they're launching a governance token and they're saying this is going to get money from this thing that we built that someone...
No, it's a useless governance token.
Okay.
It's like optimism. The OP token. Useless governance. You have governance over the chain.
And Arbitrum.
It's useless governance token. You just have governance over the chain. But yet the sequencers, those guys are making the money. The foundation is running those sequencers. Foundation on Optimism is running those sequencers.
Okay, well, so there's no money, but wouldn't you see an argument where
someone
would think that was a security because the governance token is only valuable if
it's
Coinbase
not valuable.
Continues to run those sequencers.
It's not valuable. It's a useless governance token. So, okay, hear me out. Uniswap, Uni. Why did that token, that price pump start to occur?
Because the recent proposal.
Why did they do that recent proposal? They've had no fees for 4 years straight. Why?
I don't know the backstory on it.
Well, there's got to be some sort of rumors or some sort of hints that there's some sort of clearance with the lawsuits going on with Coinbase and the SEC. Like, there's nothing there. So what this means is like all these useless governance tokens can now initiate like a fee switch because now it's not considered a security. Now, I'm not saying Base is going to go to that, but what I'm trying to say is Coinbase is directly incentivized for Base Chain to be successful because that drives revenue to their chain, to their company. They can get more revenue to their company by issuing the Base token, a useless governance token that does entirely nothing. It's literally like, hey, this is a meme coin. Have fun.
Drake, I agree with you, Drake. It's just that I also agree with Pat too, because they're gonna have to go through a bunch of governance, entities, via TradFi, because they're heavily scrutinized and under the microscope because Coinbase is the gold standard, right? And
they're playing goody two shoes for a good bit. They're in a lawsuit right now.
What it's fine if they are. They're the stock is great, the chain is great, metrics are up, right? But they have to probably wait until everything kind of subsides, and
Agreed.
Then it would make sense for a token. But it would. I mean, I'm sure it's in the works, but it's going to be pretty hard.
The other thing to consider is there's a lot of levers. There's a lot of levers they can pull besides issuing a token, right? I mean, Binance didn't use an airdrop to incentivize BSC. They can make it easier to onboard from Coinbase itself. They can do an ecosystem fund. There's a lot of things they can do besides launching a token to actually bring people to the chain.
There's got to be a poly market on this. Is there a market on Coinbase? On Base token? Base
No.
token. There's got to be one. They have it on Base airdrop by May 1. Oh, that's early. Base airdrop by May 1. Yes, 48 cents. No, 99. So 25% chance.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's not like Predict It.
No, this is a really small market. There's only 12 grand at stake at this, so this is kind of tiny sample size. But this is a really good place to go to see some bets. So ETF approved by May, 27% chance. That's a lot of money. 2 mil. This is probably meaningful. This is usually there was actually some studies on like these poly markets or these decentralized markets. Like they were able to determine like what caused like a faulty mechanism. Not this in the markets, but the stock market was able to. They were able to determine which company was faulty for the. It was like a plane crash or something within like minutes because you saw it in the stock price. And the people actually diagnosing it and trying to figure out what it was. It took them several months. And then after it finished, it was like, yeah, it was this company. The company that absolutely tanked the next day. People are smart. And
I took a whole class about this. There was I don't remember the examples we had, but there's been all these interesting studies where for guessing certain things, even like predicting like how many jelly beans are in this jar, like the average person is going to be kind of terrible. But if you actually do aggregated prediction, it usually is pretty good measure because all the biases cancel each other out.
Yeah.
Dude,
here it is.
Crunchy Cat is mooning.
Crunchy Cat. Dude, I gotta play it for the memes. I just love this thing. Like I really do. This guy is funny. All right, where's his? Oh, that's why it's TikTok. Abs, you gotta
going soon.
You gotta admit, you gotta admit, like this is good. Like you like Crunchy Cat, right?
I mean,
I bought some.
Dude, like look at this. How do you fade this?
It was my pleasure.
I want to pet him. You guys hear him crunching? Oh, you guys can hear him crunching?
Yeah, we hear the crunching.
I love this guy. All right. Anyways, enough of Crunchy Cat. I'm sorry, guys. I got a problem with ADHD. It gets me sometimes.
Oh, Drake, you got a haircut.
Yeah, dude. There was a comment on one of the videos. It was like, Drake, I'm so glad you spend your money on crypto instead of your barber. I just died.
Oh,
I was
that
like,
cut deep.
bro,
That cut deep.
roasted. It was so funny.
That cut deep.
Some guy made a meme for me. They the Jorps guys made a meme for me. Of course, they had to get my hairpiece in there. I'm trying to find it. I got it somewhere. But they basically made a meme for me right here. Let me see. Will this paste? I'm gonna try something new. File to denied. How is this denied? Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna share this.
The stream's getting pretty long. We may have to do one of those like trading for 24 hours straight streams soon.
Oh, my bad. All right. Well, I can't. It's on Twitter somewhere. It's Dorps. But any other topics you guys want to talk about, or what do you guys think? I guess. I mean.
No, I mean, all right. So the market keeps on whipsawing back and forth, but notice the fact that every time that BTC dies, like in a swift manner, it gets picked up right away. So whatever happens, this is you buy the dip. This is like the buy the dip season.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like eventually, I want to show you guys this. I fw like eventually we're
going to show the Crunchy Cat.
Oh no, we're on the sit. Don't. I got to close that tab so I don't get distracted. Crunchy Cat. I love that thing, man.
One thing I'll say is I think we're gonna probably this is gonna align with what you're gonna say, Drake. Maybe not, but I did have yesterday for the first time this cycle have the thought where I was like, maybe I should just sell like most of my crypto and take the money.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is a long term. This is a long-term map. Like we're skewed to the long. Like we got 6 billion stacked up in longs just to be washed. Like if we get a wash down to 61K, it'll just wipe it all out. And then if you look at the short size, it's like peanuts. I mean, short term though, it looks pretty healthy. Short term, it's skewed towards the shorts being wiped. Actually, we had that whipsaw today. I don't know why it's not loading. Computer's so slow. But today we had the whipsaw action today that you saw that kind of wiped all these longs that was over here. And we kind of wiped out some more shorts by wiping back up to where we are now. Obviously, like there's a liquidation map. It doesn't tell you what's up, but it just tells you like the markets like to hunt, and I cannot pull up the map. So I'm sorry, guys, but the markets like to hunt those liquidation points. And when you see like tall bars like that, that's people just levered up, money gone immediately. But yeah,
I just stole the.
yeah, I got you.
Yes, I wanted to show you guys this real quick, Pat. This right here, I wouldn't say to sell now or take the money and run. I think it's a little too soon. This is parabolic mode right here. We're gonna. I have a thesis that when they say that you sell in May and go away, I think that's somewhat true because people go on vacation for June, July, August. They come back from vacation. Now they're going to start investing and get more degen. So typically, what happens during a happening year is that you have your happening that happens. There's really no immediate price action that's going to happen during that time. But Q4 of the same exact year, you're going to see a lot of fireworks. I think probably the end of September you're going to see it. So even though they say sell in May, go away, it's some part of it is true. Maybe take some of that money and have some fun in the sun during the summer, and then come back rejuvenated.
Dude, but what's there fun to do? This is fun to me.
Drake, I have a pool now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm going to Abs' house to hang out at his pool.
I swim every day. I swim in the. Well, I didn't swim this morning, but yesterday.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're in Florida. Everyone has pools.
Yeah, dude, right. The cold water swims are fun. I love that stuff. It gets the blood rolling.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like,
it's not even just about
doing
having
what
fun,
I love
though,
right
it's
now.
Like you could sort of buy it, like when the market's not as hot, kind of still follow it, but then go into kind of the narratives that are starting to emerge.
Yeah, and I think the bet is for me is going to be AI. I'm just going to recap real quick: AI, Sol Eco, and Base Eco. I'm probably going to focus on that remaining of the year.
Yeah. Those are good plays, especially AI running into the. Have you seen that Solana meme? NVIDIA or NVIDIA? It's the Joe Biden meme.
Drake knows all the memes. He knows all the memes.
NVIDIA. Dude, I knew like no memes like 2 weeks ago.
Dude, I don't know if it's this stream, but Crunchy Cat might break its all-time high.
Crunchy Cat! Yes!
Anyways.
We need to stay for all-time highs, guys. Come on. Crunchy Cat.
Wow.
Dude, the crunch is good. Well, guys, these are going to be reflects. Oh, Stan. All right. I'm like, if Solana holds and does well, I definitely could see Stan being pulling a whiff. I could see Stan doing that. I have pretty high conviction on this one. Crunchy Cat, on the other hand, he's funny. I think we're going to be conservative and call him like a Billy. I think this is $1 billion cat right here.
Oh my god!
Just a short 300.
All right, hang on. Okay. Let me give you some perspective. Want to look up PopCat? How about we look up PopCat? 362 million for this dumb thing. I don't get it. Like PopCat, it's cool, but it's not vibing with me. I like PopCat. PopCat is cool, but CrunchCat is the alpha. Like, I don't see it. Like, I don't know. I think CrunchCat is more superior than PopCat. But hey, you can't go wrong holding both, right?
Oh, there's tokenomics with PopCat. That's cool.
yeah, that's the alpha. All right, guys, we've been going on too long. Sorry, we're talking about too much garbage. Remember, guys, these are memes. They go to zero. Crypto is risky. DeFi is risky, and eventually, it's all going to go to zero, and we all become Bitcoin maxis. But,
we get rugged all the time.
Yeah, all the time. I'm sure you guys can tell why. Abs recommends these garbage cat coins.
You heard it here first.
All right, let's hit you guys with. Do you guys want to hit on anything else?
My FTX, I'm definitely due for a rug, so I'm going to try to get back and look at rugs.
Pat, you got your Solana shirt on?
Underneath.
I've got my Solana poster.
There you go.
Oh.
Dude, I got my Luna shirt over there. That was when Thorchain and Luna had the partnership. Yeah. That was like 2 weeks before. And it got roasted. Anyways, Proverbs chapter 18, verses 2. Fools find no pleasure in understanding, but delight in airing their own opinions. Okay. I give my opinions a lot, so take that with a grain of salt, guys. Hopefully I'm not the foolish one. All right, guys. Peace out.